Jack Bogle Project 2 Part 3. Here's a very simple prescription. I call this my 1 hour per year retirement plan. Bogle says at age 22 you can put 22% in bonds, 78% in stocks, and at age 32, 32% bonds, 68% stocks, etc., etc. Age 42 would be 42 and 58. This self-adjusts. A lot of stocks in the beginning, a lot of bonds in the end. You don't have to be scientific about this for Bogle. This is a very simple principle that anybody could follow. You could put more stocks in the beginning if you wanted. Just make sure by the time you're at age 50, you have lots of bonds. I mean, 50% bonds, 50% stocks is probably a good mix. And if you want to retire at age 60, this way the 50% that's in stocks could crash and would come back. When you're close to retirement, you want to be able to survive a stock market crash, and by living off the bond funds that are more stable. So that's just a rule. You could do 20-80 if you want. You can even do 10-90. Just make sure by the time you reach age 50 or 55, you have a lot of money in bonds. Also, if you do this consistently, this takes the emotion out of it. If you're, it's really easy to get carried away to panic, but he says this is a blind formula. Just follow it and don't worry about it. You can adjust this every 5 years if you want. You can rebalance things, or you can do it every 10 years, whatever. But you don't have to watch it every day. There will be 3 to 4 market crashes in your life. It's just the way the stock market goes. Okay, it generally goes up, but there's all sorts of periods of irrational exuberance. People think they're going to get rich off of this money tree, and then it corrects. Everybody panics. Irrational exuberance, panic. But generally it goes up. The stocks become more and more valuable. So in my lifetime, the stock market crashed in 1988. I think it lost 22% of its value in one day. In around 2000, the NASDAQ lost 88% of its value over a fraction of a year. Lots of people lost money. Tech millionaires were grown overnight. People suddenly went from being middle class to having $10 million to losing everything. And then 2007, 2008, the mortgage market melted down. If you watch the movie The Big Short, you can learn all about that. That was truthful. And that's 3. And then the COVID crash of March 2000, I guess that was 4 if you consider that a crash. Okay, but now the money I put in back in 85 was down here, and the money I have in it now is here. So, and I said 10% of your income, very easy, very doable. Most employers have matching 401ks, 5% you, 5% employer. Very easy to do that. Not only that, this 5% is pre-tax. So you could have, let's suppose you have an $800 per week paycheck. You could take 5% of this out. $40. So you're taking $40 out of your paycheck, and then plus 40 from the employer. That's $80 per week. Okay, times 50, I guess you'd have $4,160 per year going into your retirement account. That'll accumulate quite a bit of money over your lifetime, actually. So it would probably double about 4 times over a 40-year career. So you'd go from 4,000 to 8,000 to 16,000 to 32,000. So you could put 4,000 in now and potentially have 32,000 in purchasing power at retirement. So, but not only that, this is pre-tax. So you'd probably lose about $25 from the paycheck. So you're foregoing $25 from your paycheck and you have $80 going in. Okay, that's pretty nice leveraging. And $25 from your paycheck, what's that? Pizza on Friday night. Okay, you can figure out a way to get that out of your paycheck. So that's my 1 hour per year plan. Just follow this formula. Don't worry, be happy. Stock market crashes, go buy a pizza or something and don't worry about it. Just follow the formula blindly and you'll be fine.